Y'all looking at me going, wait a minute, that's the guy who gave us our tickets. What the hell's going on here? Is the fucking intern up here? What's going on? I paid for these tickets. No, we are acjokes.com, so we do a little bit of everything. We have fun. You know, we set up the tickets, sell the tickets, but most of all, we make you guys laugh. So we're going to have some fun tonight, guys. You ready? Now, before I get started, I just want to let you guys know, I just quit my job at the casino after 10 years to come do this comedy thing full time. So I just want to take a second to say to my mom and my teachers that told me that playing games and telling jokes would get me nowhere. Welcome to nowhere. Although I am in a room with like 30 people. They may have been right after all. I mean, I had more people than this in my dorm room in college. You know, a lot less women and a lot more weed in my dorm room, but I think we can make it work. Your anniversary today, right? Yeah! All right, guys, give it up for this gentleman right here, smartest man in the room. Brought his wife to Atlantic City to celebrate their anniversary, setting that bar really low. Where you guys go last year, Flint? Nah, don't get me wrong, guys. I love this city. This city is amazing. I've been down here for about 10 years, and basically hiding from my exes. Because they can't find me down here, and if they do, I don't have any money for them anymore, so it's kind of nice. That's the reason I have this. This is my divorce band. It says NA, means never again. I go to Vegas a lot. I need the visual reminder so I don't do something stupid again, you know? You lady getting married? You from Jersey? No? Oh, wow. I was going to say, you know, in New Jersey, there's no common law marriage, so you don't have to do what you're doing. You know, in Philly, yeah, there is something. I think, you know, it's like 6 months and you're married. That's kind of scary. But where's the aunt who was yelling out? Okay, just the way she said stick it up his ass, I thought it might have been my ex-wife. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't her. I was getting a little nervous there for a second. Got a shiver back there for a second. It was kind of crazy. No, I come from a weird family. I came to comedy basically because it's a lot cheaper than therapy. So I would like to thank you all for being part of my group session here. I am a little bit messed up. I've been shot twice. I've been stabbed 7 times. I was born and raised in Detroit and moved to New York in the 80s to feel safe. Those of you who are not laughing have never been to Detroit. I'm also the smallest and youngest male in my family. Take that one in. Yeah. There's some big boys. I had 2 older brothers. Their next youngest was 11 years older than me, so I started getting in trouble. My brothers would beat the hell out of me, and my parents would like ground me. But they taught me things that, you know, most people my age shouldn't know. I mean, I smoked my first joint when I was 8. So, and going strong ever since. And that's right. It is fun. I love it. It's my favorite thing. Although out of my family, I had my mom and my sister also in the family. The toughest of all of us was definitely my mom. She was about 5'6", maybe 110 pounds. And you didn't mess with my mom. My mom said at any given time, if you ever think about hitting me, you better kill me on the first one, because the rest were going to cost us dearly. My brother decided to test her one night. She was sleeping on the couch, and my brother grabbed her by the feet and picked her up and was holding her upside down. Yeah, I guess the only way I can describe it is it sounded like I had 2 sisters in the house. Because my brother let out a scream like that never should come out of a man, put it that way. My mom reached up, grabbed my brother right by the balls, and held on and looked him right in the eyes and said, if you drop me, they're coming with me. And she said it in that voice, which was the scary part. Yeah, so I think that's why I have my taste in women now. I love crazy women. My mom was basically a cross between Gary Busey and Cardi B on her period. Picture that level of crazy to deal with. So just like most guys, you want to bring home women that your mother appreciates or can relate to or talk to. So my ex-wife, I should have known it was going to be a problem when she decided, she picked our Halloween costume. I know it just passed. If you guys want to use this next year, feel free to use it. My ex-wife decided we were going to go as John and Lorena Bobbitt. Remember her? Lady who cut off her husband's schlong and threw it out the car window? Yeah, we showed up at the party. I wore a bloody bandage. She walked around with a knife and the biggest, veiniest dildo you've ever seen in your life. Because we wanted to keep it realistic. Yeah. First time we had sex, she told me the name of her vajayjay was Prozac. Like, Prozac? Why would you call it Prozac? She says, because it makes you happy. It was kind of cute. I mean, it did make me happy. That's one of the reasons I married her. Unfortunately, it's the same reason I had to divorce her, because I found out she had been writing prescriptions to all of my friends. Sorry, I'm still a little bit bitter about that one. Yeah, my last girlfriend, I should have known she was crazy as well. She told me the name of her vajayjay was Light Switch. Because every time I touched her, it turned her on. Didn't find out till later it didn't matter who touched her. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I renamed it Bernie Madoff. Because every time you stuck something in it, it drained your bank account. That's why I'm down here in Atlantic City. I do love this city though. The things you see down here. You guys see what they're going to do for our seagull problem down here in Atlantic City? They have decided to train hawks, falcons, and owls over the boardwalk to scare away the seagulls. Anybody see this going horribly wrong other than me? Because all I'm picturing is some kid strolling down the boardwalk enjoying his funnel cake, and a seagull comes and snatches the funnel cake out of the kid's hand. Kid loses it, starts screaming. All of a sudden a hawk comes and takes the head off the seagull. What do you think's more traumatic to that kid? Think he's ever eaten funnel cake again? There's no way in hell. Now, like I said before, now that I'm getting older, like I said, I started smoking pot when I was 8. I was also a big drinker. I'm cutting down now. I'm up to 8 bars in Atlantic City that won't serve me tequila. I'm just not allowed it. There's 3 things that happen when I drink tequila. Number 1, I end up in a fight. Number 2, I end up naked. Or number 3, both. Although I do have to say, I've never lost a fight while I'm on tequila. I'm pretty proud of that. You know, I'm not sure if whether it's because of my fighting paralysis or the fact that nobody wants to fight the fat naked guy. I'm going with the first one, guys. I'm going with the first one. But my true love is still weed. I love it. I think it saves lives. I think more young people should do it. You know, you got to agree with me on that one. You guys see what they were doing? We're supposed to do it was September 20th. They were going to raid Area 51. Tell me that wasn't a pothead who came up with that idea. And tell me it wasn't 2 million of his friends like, yeah, we want to see aliens too. And the day of the event came and they were like, that was today? Fuck. And only 150 people showed up. Although I can't smoke anymore much, or I still smoke a lot, but these new things they came out with, edibles, those edibles are evil. A friend of mine gave me 2 of those Rice Krispie treats, and I ate one of them, and I waited like 45 minutes, and I'm like, these things fucking suck. I don't feel anything. So I ate the other one. And went out and did my stuff around town like I would when I normally smoke. And I ended up at the barber shop. And I went in and I started apologizing profusely that I'm sorry I'm late for my appointment, but I've just been stuck on 5th Street for 45 minutes because that fucking stop sign wouldn't turn green. I said there's no cops, so I went ahead and turned anyway. I hope they don't have the traffic thing. And then I got there and yelled at them not to take too much off the top. It's like, you're cutting it too short. So they threw me out of there. And I ended up at Walmart. Not the place you want to be when you're like that. I started getting a little paranoid, so I crawled in the middle of one of those circular racks, with the shirts on it, just to kind of get away from people. And then I started hearing voices. So every time somebody came near the rack, I pushed out a shirt and yelled out, "Pick me, pick me." So I'm also banned from Walmart. Do we have any single guys in here? Alrighty then. All right, for the few gentlemen that are in here, especially for you, sir, because it looks like you might be looking for a place to go tonight after she goes to bed. I have 3 words of advice for you guys. Okay, number 1, some of the ladies down here do charge by the pound. Okay, and when you're my size, that's a little expensive. Number 2, and what I thought should have been the slogan for Atlantic City, is always look for the Adam's apple first. Okay. Especially when the teacher convention's in town. Matt was talking about it earlier. It's amazing, guys. You won't believe them. They bust them in for these people. It's ridiculous. And last but not least, and my personal favorite,